Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about your ThriveCart, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you add a new product into your ThriveCart? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to add a product into your ThriveCart anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business, you know that sometimes your audience is going to ask for certain products, so you want to be sure to add it into your ThriveCart and make it available. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your ThriveCart dashboard. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my ThriveCart, and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, in order to add a product, here on the top right, you're going to click on these three horizontal lines. Once you do that, you'll see all the products you're currently offering. However, to add a new product, click on this blue Create Product button. All right, once you do that, you can choose between a digital or a physical product. I'm going to go ahead and choose digital, and then click Create New Product. Okay, so now we can go ahead and set up the product. So first we're gonna go ahead and name the product. So maybe we're gonna do this taco recipe from Anthony. Okay, next you can add a descriptive label. So this is so you know what this product was. So 1-page PDF taco recipe for Facebook groups. Okay, here you can go ahead and change the URL. By default, it's going to pull from the product name, which is fine with me, but you can also go ahead and change that. So we can go ahead and delete that if you want. Here you can go ahead and change the cart language. So it looks like they have about 10 different languages. I work in English, so I'm going to click there. All right, I'm going to leave it in test mode right here. You can make it live immediately if you want. I generally will leave it in test mode until I'm ready to publish the product. So I'm going to click on next. So here you have to add a payment processor. So this is how your customers are going to pay for this product. So for me, I'm going to use my PayPal. I'm going to activate here. All right, once you do that, you're going to choose your PayPal account in here on the bottom and then click on Save. All right, next we're going to go ahead and set up the pricing for this. So first, you need to disclose the currency. So I work in US dollars, so I'm going to leave that. And then here we're going to click on Set Product Price. Okay, so now you get to choose the product type of payment. So for me, I'm going to do the one-time fee. And let's go ahead and say that we're selling this for $99. And if they have a trial period, you can go ahead and add that. This is an immediate delivery, so I'm not going to do a trial period. All right, next, you can go ahead and limit the quantity if you want to. So if you're only making 20 or 50 of these available to your audience, I'm not going to have a limit, so I'm going to leave that as no. And then we're going to click on next. Okay, here you can allow them to purchase more than one product at once if you want. So if you have something like tickets, you might want to limit that at 10 per customer. For me, I'm going to leave it here, only allow one purchase at a time, and save. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. Here you can calculate the sales tax if you're selling a physical product, and I'm going to click on next. Here you can add an order bump. So for example, we're selling a taco recipe. So maybe I can go ahead and do an order bump and offer a burrito recipe. I'm not going to do that for this particular product. So I'm going to click on next. Okay, so here is the fulfillment screen. So here you can go ahead and enter in your email address that they should contact if they have any issues. And then this is really important. What should happen after their purchase? So are they just going to get a receipt? But generally, if you're going to do a digital product, you're going to click right here and send them to a URL. Okay, so here you can go ahead and send them to a URL to view your product, especially if it's some sort of a private link, or you can add them to a membership site, but you would have to integrate that in your integration section. For me, I'm going to go ahead and just do this right here. I'm going to send them to a URL, and I'm going to send them directly to my YouTube channel. Okay, add to the link, and I'm going to click on next. Okay, next it brings you here to the checkout. So I'm going to click here, Browse Gallery. Okay, I'm going to click on Checkout, and I'm going to choose my checkout screen. So I kind of like this one, so I'm going to select that one. Okay, so this is what your product page is going to look like. So you can go ahead and just go in here and edit. It's just like editing a Facebook. So if you hover over it, it's going to give you these dotted lines. So you can just go in there and edit that. So taco recipe, the best you have ever eaten. I'll click up here. Don't miss these spicy tacos. Okay, and then we're going to click up here on this drop-down menu, and I'm going to go here to the success page. So this is what happens after they make their payment, and this is where they're going to be able to download right here. So again, just go ahead and edit this depending on what your brand looks like. Let me go ahead and change all this wording right here. Thanks for the money. Here is your taco recipe. Okay, so once you set those pages up, make sure you go in here to mobile and make sure it works for mobile. So thanks for the money. Here is your taco recipe. And then you're going to click on complete here on the top right. Okay, next what you're going to do is click here on tracking. If you're going to install any kind of analytics, you can go ahead and click right here, Facebook, and then add in your pixel. And next we're going to click on automation. So if you need to add any automations, you can add that right here with these rules. But if not, click on save and get URL. Okay, quick second later, the page refreshes. You should see this. The product has been added to your ThriveCart. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and copy this link, and let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is our new product that we added right here. So as you can see, we changed the words right here. Don't miss these spicy tacos. You're going to need to enter in their email address and pay $99. After that, it would take them to the fulfillment screen that we set up earlier. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to add a product into your ThriveCart, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, Be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel and hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.